Alright guys, we are on the Sigil Stone Selector mod page on Nexus Mods. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below as always so you guys can follow along with everything that I'm doing. And real quick, if you find that you really like this mod, go ahead and endorse it. That is basically the like button of Nexus Mods, and it really helps these mods get showcased. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into what this mod actually is. And as you may imagine, and have probably experienced yourself, or at least heard of people that do this quite a bit, every time that you close an Oblivion Gate, you get to select a Sigil Stone, and a lot of people save right before selecting the Sigil, and activate it, and they get a random Sigil Stone. And if it's one that they don't like, they reload their save in order to get the most optimal Sigil Stone, or at least one that is usable. Sometimes you absolutely get unlucky with the Sigil Stones, and you get something that there's really no way you're actually going to use it. So, this person has made a nice little mod here, the Sigil Stone Selector, and essentially, instead of save scumming, this just gives you a message box with a list of options, and you can search exactly which one you want to use. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We can go ahead and look at it here. Which Sigil Stone would you like? It's got all these different options, and you can see the different Sigil Stones that you can get, different abilities that they do. You basically use this menu to find whichever one that you actually want. This is pretty nice and pretty useful. Can definitely help, especially if you're one of those people that absolutely, when you close an Oblivion Gate, you want some specific Sigil Stone, and you absolutely will never use some of the other ones. So, it's a great mod if you find yourself in that particular situation, or if you're just experimenting around and you want to see what kind of Sigil Stones are actually available in the game. Alright, so now we went ahead and talked about what exactly this mod does. Now we're going to talk about requirements. Now it does appear that NL tag remover is listed as a requirement. Now this is not a hard requirement per se. You can see here, it's even noted there. But if you don't use the NL tag remover, you are going to find that there is a brackets around NL before the name of the different Sigil Stones. So for instance here, you can see Subjacent Sigil Stone. That would have an NL in the front, and if you don't want that to happen, all you have to do is make sure that you have NL tag remover installed. Now, if you don't have that installed and you would like to know how to get that thing installed, I do already have a video covering NL tag remover, and I will additionally leave a link in the description down below so you guys can get that installed as well. Alright. Now that we've covered that, let's go ahead and get to the actual installation. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go over both the Mod Manager download and the manual download options. So let's start with the easy peasy Mod Manager download. Again, reminding us that NL tag remover is required. Sort of. Again, you can use this without it, but you really don't want to. I'll do a slow download. And over here on Vortex, you can see that it is done downloading, and we can see we have the Sigil Stone Selector right here and already enabled. And that's it, guys. That's it for Vortex. That's why I really like Vortex, one of the several reasons. But I know some people out there refuse to use Vortex and would rather do a manual install. So we can go over that pretty quick too. Just go here to manual download, again remind us of that. Go to download, do a slow download. It should ask me where I want it. And in here I have a manual mods folder where I keep all the mods that I've installed manually. Go ahead and save it and then open that location. You can see I've got the zip file right here, and I'm just going to extract it. I'm using 7-zip to do so. And now that it's showing up there and it's no longer in a zip folder, I will go ahead and delete this and open up the actual folder. Now you can see there is this ESP file here, and all we need to do, it's a 2-step process. Real quick, I'm going to open up my games folder. For anyone using Vortex, it's pretty easy to find the game folder by going to the open game folder here. For anyone installing this manually, you probably are well aware of where your Oblivion Remastered game folder is at. It's going to be under Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Oblivion Remastered. And then from here, we need to get to the correct folder that has our ESP files in it. So I'm going to go into Oblivion Remastered. I'm going to go into its content, dev, OBV data, data, and in here we have several ESP files. And you can see, including these DLCs, this is where all of your actual ESP files are for your game. There are quite a few, and this also includes several things that I have from other mods that I have installed. And if we open this folder up, you can see I've got this Sigil Stone Selector.esp. All you have to do to get this manually installed is drag and drop this ESP file into this data folder. Okay, if you see other ESP files, you know you're in the right location. You should at the very least have several of these DLCs and probably an Oblivion somewhere, ESM file right here, yep. So we would just normally drag that over. Now, as you can see, I already have the Sigil Stone Selector.esp file right here. And that is because I have the mod installed already with Vortex. So if I were to try to drag this over, it's going to ask if I want to replace it. I am not going to do that for now. I'm just going to cancel this. Oh man, if it'll let me. Yeah, just going to cancel that. Yeah, so it's already detecting that it's already here. That's exactly how it got installed with Vortex, except there is one more thing that we have to handle, and that is the plugins.txt file. I'm going to double click it and open it. Now this is in Notepad, which is just fine. Some of you out there might have other editors to edit files, but Notepad's just fine. And if we scroll down here a bit, should be above these two, you can see Vortex has already handled this for me, but you guys are going to need to add Sigil Stone Selector.esp here in this list of ESPs for your game. Now this is your load order. One thing I would like to point out is whatever order you place these in, the bottom things are going to overwrite anything above them. So if you have other ESP files that are editing the sigil stones, you're going to want this on the bottom to overwrite those, or have those below this to edit to overwrite this mod. So it's kind of your choice if you have multiple things affecting your sigil stones, which one you want to guarantee will work. You want to put that lower. That's my last little bit of advice. Other than where, in fact, you probably want to make sure that you have this above both of these that have the pound symbol in the front. Just make sure it's above those and below Alter Deluxe ESP and Alter ESP Main.esp. As long as it's below those and above these two, the Sigil Stone Selector.esp, put it in there, save this file, and you are done. And that's all there is for manual installation. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, pretty easy, but there are a couple of steps to it. And that's about it, guys. I think that's all I've got for you. Please don't forget to endorse this mod if you find that you really like it. And hopefully you guys found a cool new mod if you haven't already discovered this. I think that's all I got for you guys. As always, happy modding and happy Mondays, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. I really appreciate it, and I hope it was very helpful showcasing this mod and showing how to install it. I'm really hoping that we can get this channel growing so that we can show as many people as possible how easy it is to install some mods and showcase some really good mods that some hardworking people come up with. In order to do that though, I'm really going to need you guys' help. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with as many people as you can. We'll try to get this channel growing, and hopefully it helps as many people as possible. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.